Hey guys, welcome to Film Freaks.
Show for film fun and all things entertainment.
I'm Gabby Flores.
And I'm Avi Flores. And we've been real busy with family and scheduling and all kinds of other things going on, but we've been hearing a lot of really good things of A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
So we had some time yesterday morning and we went and we checked it out. And alrighty, let's talk about it. Okay, A Quiet Place. Wow. Very tense. So much drama.
Yeah.
Holy crap. The movie was fantastic. Just watching it once. I mean, I know that the year is still young, but I really feel like it's my favorite movie so far.
Which completely surprised me when you told me that yesterday.
It was just so good. I mean, I love the premise of it. Just when I first heard of it and watched not the trailer, but when I first read about it last year when I was looking at what movies were coming out this year and just knowing about that these people have to stay quiet. There's this thing that, you make a noise and it kills you. Then the trailer came out and I'm like, yes, I need to watch this movie. And we finally got to see it and it was just fantastic. What did you really love about this movie?
Okay, so the way that the trailer makes it look and everything, it looks horror, but it's definitely not horror. It's definitely more thriller.
Yeah.
But it honestly, it's not one of those. A lot of thrillers, like, you build up, and sometimes like the build up is just too much. Honestly, like, you just sit there forever and you wait almost an hour into the movie before anything actually happens. You have like 20-30 minutes of actual like intenseness, and then it's done.
Yeah.
And but this movie, I mean, you're 10 minutes in and the first big thing happens. Not even. Yeah, like 10 is like being grateful with it, But it's so close to the first, within the first 10 minutes you have something huge happen. And then after that, it's continual. And
it's just a roller coaster.
It keeps you hanging on and like you cannot, you just get off the wave of the first thing that happens and then another thing happens, and so it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and the fact that some movies I feel like are basically afraid to kill like the main person, and they definitely didn't shy away from that in this one.
And I love that. Just watching the movie, if you were in this kind of world and this was the reality, I feel like that this is legit. Like, just living your everyday life would be such a challenge. Like, everything about it, trying to, they walk around barefoot. Everything is cushiony. They don't have plates. They eat on leaves. Like, all these things that they do just so you can survive, because you make a sound and they're coming after you. And anything that. Yeah, it's like almost any big noise, because you could still hear footsteps and they're breathing, stuff like that. Like, and I love that there was differences with that, because right when it starts and that monster gets their son, you see him running, right, and there's some noises being there, but nothing big enough to alert the monster. And then I love when they take that little trip to the waterfall, and he tells his son, like, big noises. That's bad, but small noises, when there's something louder around, like the waterfall, and and they even give you the contrast, because first they let you hear him yell, and then they go to like the actual noise of the waterfall. You hear it, and then you see the boy screaming. You could barely hear him.
Anything.
So I love that they gave you the dimension of what this is their life, but it was intense, and there wasn't like anything huge or big as far as the story goes. It was literally just watching a family trying to survive their lives.
Exactly.
And then you throw them giving birth to a baby on top of that?
And I'm sorry, I have major opinions about this. If you live in this world, you have no business having any kind of baby.
Absolutely.
Abstinence, y'all. Like...
Or if you find a way to get around it, because obviously you can't go get the surgery done to not have kids.
But,
you can maybe find condoms and maybe birth control, like, from searching like they do.
Couldn't believe it though. Like, I was just like, y'all
I know.
stupid.
As soon as they said that or give it away that she was pregnant, I'm like, oh man, no way.
And then on top of that, with the whole nail in her when she stepped on the
Gosh,
nail.
that was
Like that
once
was.
that sequence
I'm
started,
like, you're pregnant.
then her water broke.
You know,
I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
So I just love that it's such a small film, and it's literally just watching a family get by day to day. And it was such an impactful film. I absolutely loved it.
Those kids did an
They
amazing job acting,
They did.
especially the little girl who's
Deaf.
deaf and she has the cochlear implant and everything.
Mhm.
Her role was like absolutely amazing, and I mean, you get this like she's like totally preteen, and you get like the preteen angst from her and everything still.
And then she feels guilty about her little brother.
And they did such a good job. Those kids
Yeah.
did in that movie. Like they portrayed like real
Yeah.
emotions and
kids.
everything.
Even
and
with
it
the
was
boy, like he
awesome.
didn't want to go on the trip with his dad because he's fearful
Yeah,
of these
and when
things
he
out there.
when he like was afraid when
Yeah.
the dad screamed, like
Yeah.
he looked genuinely
He did.
afraid and everything. They just did such a good job.
It did. I love the notes of just the feel, the pacing, everything
Yeah.
about the movie was great. And then at the end when she finally figures out that her cochlear
implant.
is causing like this
Feedback.
and it's really messing with these guys. I love that at the end. It's just
Yeah.
too bad that they just figured it out just too short.
But I think that was like the perfect. I
Yeah.
know they figured it out too short, and they figured. But I think
Too
that
late, I mean.
how they stopped the movie, like
Yeah.
right before, like when
The
they
two-
show the other two that are coming, and mom's like cocking the
Let's do
shotgun.
it.
And I think that was a perfect place to stop it because
Yeah.
this isn't an action movie
No.
where you would see this. This is a thriller and
Right.
what's leading up to it.
Right.
So they stopped. Like they could have totally
Shown that.
continued and shown that, but like it
Yeah, we
wouldn't have
didn't
been
need that.
appropriate. I feel like for what they were going for in the
Yeah.
movie. So they stopped it, and you just like know it's gonna happen and everything. So
No,
it was.
I didn't mean it in that sense. I
I
meant,
know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I meant that they figured it out before the dad died.
Yeah.
Like he had to sacrifice himself for the kids. But it just adds to the whole storyline. And you saw it coming because she was like, who are we if we can't protect them and promise me? And so they were kind of already foreshadowing it a little
Right.
bit. But I would be down to see a part 2 because if this is a world where obviously there's 3 in this region, because 3 of them didn't destroy the world. I mean,
Right.
the armies could have came up against them and destroyed them. So there has to be more worldwide. So I would like to see, now that they have this information, them getting it out, or even like if there's some military that survived, them trying to figure it out themselves. So I'd like it.
The only thing that
it
I
would be a
heard-
completely different feel because this is a small
you would
movie.
go into more of a Walking Dead type
Mhm.
movie because that's what it would be. It'd be the survival, like you would go into that where it's more action,
Yeah,
adventure,
exactly.
than like thriller. Like the thriller part is already like done. You already know
Exactly.
what they have to. So if they did, and honestly, I don't think they will do a part 2.
No, they don't need it,
because
but I would go watch it.
I know because they, I mean, I feel like, what's his name? The dad and the
John?
director. Yeah, like I feel like he's wise enough to know that this was like that you would basically totally, and
Yeah.
I don't think that a second part should just
No.
totally switch genres and stuff.
Right, and it wouldn't be him because I don't think it would be John and Emily or John that would helm the project again and do it because, like I said, it would be a completely different like feel for the movie. Where this was, like I said, just an awesome movie about a family surviving.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't need it, but I'd go see it if they did A Quiet Place 2 where they're going after these suckers. I'm all for it because I love action, adventure, sci-fi. So I would watch it. So it'd be good. But this movie is fantastic. Definitely, like I said, my favorite of the year so far. We still got a lot to go, so we'll see where it ends up ranking. But I don't know. I mean, it was such a good movie. So I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out.
Yeah.
It is such a great film. Thanks, guys. Peace.
All right, guys, thanks for watching our episode.
Yeah, if you liked our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
And if you didn't, you can double click on the thumbs down. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like.
Right on. And check us out on our other social media outlets at Instagram and Twitter. And please tweet us at FF Media News.
Or you can engage with us through our email at ffmedianews@gmail.com.
All right. Thanks, guys.